This is Dr. Susan Bodner. Let's talk about psychotherapy. When I start thinking about how to help people get over their troubles, I start with an understanding of the vast expanse of nature and history. Sometimes I think we're used to thinking that nature and human beings are separate entities, but in my mind, they're intimately integrated over time. And when we start thinking about how to help people, we have to start helping people in the context of nature and history and the larger expanse of which we are all part. When I first meet someone, I always see their potential to flower and to blossom. I always see who they could become. And I do think that every person has a richness within them, a blossom, a readiness to flower. But circumstances, whether they be biological, cultural, or some combination of the both, something has gotten in the way. And my job is to try and free the obstruction, to treat what's hurting, to fix what's ill, and to help that person get back on track to their potential, to their inner blossom. Let's go back to the pollinator's garden so we can talk about how the techniques of psychotherapy really work. We started the class here at the pollinator's garden, and we talked about the fact that even a natural wildflower garden still needs the help of human intervention to thrive at its best. If you take a look at the things growing here, it's wild, it's natural, but I've also helped it along at various points, whether it's trying to keep invasive plants to a minimum, whether or not it's trying to make sure on really dry days that they get some water, or in some circumstances, removing pests that were threatening to destroy the whole garden. Easy enough to just remove an insect. It's a little bit harder to remove a psychological problem. So it makes sense to be able to understand that the process of psychotherapy is a combination of using what's natural and what's an intervention. And interventions can both be spiritual, they can be medical, they can be words. All of them work, and we are encouraged to use them all. Let's take a walk. This is how we're going to finish our course, because I want you to understand the importance of psychology in today's world really rests in the psychologist's ability to work with people in their environments, as if I hadn't made that clear. There are lots of different techniques that can be helpful to people. We can use words, psychodynamic therapy. We can try to understand people's roots and their origins. We can use cognitive behavior therapy to try to help them learn new patterns, think about something, conceive of something different, frame something differently. We can use DBT, helping people learn to self-regulate. It's really important. Spirituality, mindfulness, exercise, good nutrition, all of those things can work. And we have a certain kind of science that we use to try to decide what kind of intervention is best, what kind of approach will help. That's why it's important to have a diagnostic strategy. One of the things that you want to do is use science, data, information to really understand the whole picture. But data doesn't just come from an experimental laboratory. It comes from life. It comes from society and culture. It comes from all kinds of research, in the social sciences and the medical sciences. We take that data and we try to work with it in an artistic fashion that allows us to figure out what is the best application for every person. Is it medication? Is it therapy? Is it EMDR? Is it hypnosis? Is it play therapy? Is it some combination of them all? That's where you come in. That is the journey of psychotherapy. That is the walk you and the person take side by side, trying to help them figure out what's best for them, how to encourage them to use the techniques that are available to them to try to find their best self. There are a lot of things that hurt people in this world. There are a lot of biological vulnerabilities that people are born with. Just like in nature, you can see it around you all the time. But I believe that every person deserves their best shot. And I believe that the role of psychology, the ideas of psychology, can play a significant role in helping people work through what they're born with, what they're born into, their families, their society, their culture. Help each person build their better world within, and help each person become part of building a better world in which they live. I hope this is helpful. I've loved working with you. Be well, stay safe, be strong, and be your own best person in the work and in living. Thank you.